Thank you for joining us today at Miniature Wargaming Labs. Today, we'll be going through the Island Assault 2-player starter box from Warlord Games. This is one of their more recent 2-player starter sets to come out. And retail price is $135. And I have to say, if you want to play Bolt Action and you want to play the Pacific, this is the box set to buy, and this is the way to get into it. So, when you want to get into Bolt Action, I believe there's two ways to go if you want to be hardcore about it. Get the starter armies or the 2-player starter set. I have bought both for the Marine Corps and the Japanese, and I bought the Island Assault set. And I have to say, if you had to make a choice, the Island Assault set's the way to go. So let's talk about what you get for that. Something that you don't get when you buy the starter box is you get the little, now this is the rule book, it's just been shrunk down, so this is for the second edition. Little dinged up in the box, but it's going to get dinged up in gameplay. There, so you get the rules straight off the back, and then you're going to get some of the materials that you'll need for smoke and fire and little bases to put on. Happy with that. You're going to get the specific order die and other 6-sided die to play the game. That comes in the starter set. And what I also like is some of the tokens that will record game state here. So, talking about this sprue, and then this sprue, you don't get these in the 2-player starters. Now, let's talk about the forces that you get. So you get less forces than you would in the starter boxes when you get the Island Assault set. So you basically get 24 Marines and 24 Imperial Japanese Army. So you see I've assembled them, put them together here. This will be the force you're fighting with. Now this is not what's normally considered a full-size army to play with, like you would get with the starter army boxes. I do not think that's a drawback, because you really have enough infantry as a good base for the force. For the Japanese, you get the tank, and let's see, that is the Type 97. You can make it in two forms, the Chi-Ha or the Kai-Shinto Chi-Ha. And then you get the half-track for the Marine Corps. Now in the starter armies, you do get more options for both forces, like medium machine guns, mortar sections, all that stuff. But what I like about this is that in this set, you get the, alright, let's pull this out, the Island Assault, like a little introduction. So we're all used to this if you play Games Workshop. So it's specific to Island Assault. You get Guadalcanal, Iwo Jima, and Okinawa write-ups. So that's what this force is designed for. You get how to assemble your forces, and also little painting guides, which I think is great because they're bigger than the ones that come in the other boxes. And then this runs you through on a smaller format, 36 inch by 36 inch, tells you all the pieces that you have and all the force and how to play, and it actually gives you order of play and kind of walks you through an imaginary game on here. No real terrain, just a real walkthrough on it. And I think that's handy because when you're starting playing, you got your rule book, you're not guessing. So for $135, two people can get into how to play the game. And I think once you understand how to play the game and understand what all the rules mean, then you can go buy Empire in Flames, U.S. forces, Japanese forces, the Mariana's campaign book, and then you'll know what else you need to take. With the regular starter armies, you kind of spend money to push into a force that once you actually play a full game, you might say, well, I'll never use this medium machine gun ever again. And of course, you saw me flip by at what really is unique to this set, and this is the only way to get it, is the bunkers and spider holes. They're just nice little resin pieces and nice little flavorful terrain here to play rooting out the Japanese from their island holds. What's really handy with this set is on the back of the introductory book, there's a play sheet with turn sequence, order, shooting, just a quick reference sheet. And then one of the box lids to protect it is the exact same thing, but somewhere else in the box and made out of cardboard with a little ruler. This is a 2-player starter set, and they give you quick reference sheets for 2 people. Imagine that. But let's go ahead and show you what it looks like when you crack open one of these boxes for the first time. Now when you get the box, take the plastic off. This is what you will have. So let's open the lid for the first time and see how they racked and stacked this. Alright, it's a big thick box. So you got, manual's a little dog-eared, but I'll do that myself anyway. So you got the small format rule book, hand widths, a little bit thicker, but I'm okay with that because this fits into my travel bag. I already have the PDF for the rules. Alright, now we have the Island Assault special pamphlet. This comes with the box set, and this goes over some of how to set up the game and turn structures, examples. So pretty handy for new players. I like that. What I love about the box sets, got this in SPQR. Look at it, got a little ruler there. And then we have a reference cheat sheet. I like having these. I'll probably cut this out. Alright, and then how to work with the Warlord resin. Not always the most fun. And let's see who packed this for me. This is Morella. Alright. Now we have Marine half-track. Okay, so now we're packed in here. Alright, how to approach this. Alright, so we have the various die sets for orders and plenty of 6-sided die. I already have those. So, weapon rack. Alright, let's parse through this, shall we? So, let's get our bases out of the way here. So, it looks like we come with bases for everybody. That's good. And this appears to be, this side is the All Marine Corps. And here's the Japanese. Okay, so 3 sprues of each. Excellent. Alright, so this is supposed to be the tank option. Yep, there's the treads. Oh, there's more little bits in here. Huh. Threw in 2 extra dice. I've got the cards, the decals, Japanese ensigns there. Our instruction booklets for the Type 97. I don't have this one, so that'd be good. Kept on thinking I was getting the Type 95. Alright, and there's more little markers. Now, that means I am going to assume this is what I really wanted. This is the resin. Sealed in there. Guess that's good. There we go. That actually came out really nice. Love the texture on that. So there's the little bunker. And that means this one is the double set. Let's see. And there's the little spider holes. These actually came out really well. I'm surprised. I'll just have to trim off that. These will be good to go. That makes me happy. Good texturing. So as you can see, everything you get in this set, pretty solid for a starter set, especially at the price $135. You and a friend can actually get in and get playing right away. Then decide if bolt action and the Pacific theater is something for you, or if you want to do Burma, China, one of the other theaters, or if you want to do Europe. But I'm going to do the Pacific with the Marine Corps. Aira! Now, what I have to say with this is it's enough to play to decide where you want to go next, what units you want to go next with. And that's what I'm looking for in a game, because compared to the other starter sets, like the starter army boxes, you don't get the dice, you don't get the templates, the markers, all that stuff just comes in the box, and now I can add to it incrementally. So, thank you for joining us today at Miniature Wargaming Labs, and remember, get your minis painted, get out on the table, and get gaming. Alright, we'll see you next time.